The first thing I remember after waking up was the color of the walls. They weren't white or gray like any hospital I'd ever seen. They shimmered like liquid pearl, shifting with each breath I took. I was lying on a bed that seemed to mold perfectly to my body. There were no visible seams, no sheets, no smell of antiseptic. Just a faint hum in the air like distant machinery. When I tried to move, something cold and flexible coiled around my wrist. Not a restraint, more like a living band that pulsed faintly, as if it had a heartbeat of its own. Then I saw her. First I thought she was human. The figure approaching wore a uniform, sleek and silvery, and her posture was almost military. Precise, confident. But as she came closer, her features shimmered, rearranging themselves like light through water. Her eyes were enormous and gem-like, the color of glacial ice. Her skin was pale lavender, almost translucent, with veins of faint bioluminescence flowing beneath. "Patient 2173, she said in a melodic voice that resonated through the room, even though her lips barely moved. "You are awake sooner than expected. Please remain calm. You are in a recovery ward." "Where am I?" croaked. My throat felt dry, my tongue heavy. "You are in the medical division of Station Epsilon 12, orbiting the fifth planet of the Theta Draconis system. You were found unconscious inside a damaged human vessel." My pulse quickened. Theta Draconis. That's 40 light-years from Earth. That's impossible. Her gaze flickered, unreadable. "You have sustained neural trauma. Delusional responses are common during initial recovery. I am Nurse Form Unit 9A, though most humans I've treated prefer to call me Nara. You may do the same." I tried to sit up, but the bed's surface rippled, pressing me gently back down. "I don't understand. I wasn't on any ship. I was on Earth in Boston. I was driving to work. There was a bright light, and then you awoke here." Her tone was neutral, but her eyes lingered on me for a moment longer than they should have. Over the next few days, Nara visited often. She administered translucent injections that tingled under my skin and checked readings on strange floating panels that responded to her gestures. The other staff, if that's what they were, glided through the corridors, their forms too fluid, too alien to comprehend. Every question I asked led to an answer that only deepened the mystery. My ship, according to Nara, had been adrift in space for nearly 60 years of human time. Yet my body showed no signs of aging beyond a few days. "You were in stasis," she explained, her voice like soft chimes. "It preserved your physical form, but the brain suffers temporal dissonance. You must acclimate." One night, if it could be called night on a space station orbiting a star, I woke to see her standing by my bed. She wasn't using her usual humanoid projection. In the dim light, I could see her true form, tall and slender, with a body made of shifting filaments of light and matter. She was studying me, and I realized she was humming, a strange, almost mournful melody. When she noticed I was awake, she reformed into her more human image and spoke softly. "You humans are fragile, so brief. Yet your consciousness burns so brightly." I frowned. "You sound sad." She tilted her head, as though puzzled by her own emotion. "In my species, emotion is an outdated response. But proximity to human neural patterns can alter us." "Alter you how?" "Make us remember what it is like to feel." She reached out, her glowing fingers brushing the air near my forehead, but stopping short of contact. "You have memories buried deep, an event that does not align with the official data of your stasis. Tell me, what do you remember before waking here?" I hesitated. A light in the sky, and a voice that said, "Do you consent to be healed?" Then nothing. I froze. The ambient light in the room dimmed. Describe the voice. It wasn't human. It was inside my head, but gentle, almost like yours. Something like fear flickered across her eyes. That was not part of our procedure. That voice, you heard them. Them. She didn't answer. She moved quickly to the door. Rest, patient 2173. I must consult with the director. But before she left, she whispered almost to herself. It cannot be possible. Not after all this time. The next day the station changed. I felt it before I saw it. The hum grew louder, the walls pulsing faintly. Nara didn't return for hours. When she finally appeared, she seemed different. Her form less stable, flickering between colors. You are not an ordinary human, she said without preamble. The director confirmed your neural resonance frequency is identical to the catalyst signal, a myth among my kind. A human consciousness that merged with the ascendant network centuries ago. They believed it was destroyed. I stared at her. What are you saying? You carry within you a pattern, an echo of the entity that once connected our civilizations. The voice you heard, it wasn't a hallucination. It was the network itself, reaching through the boundaries of space-time. That's insane. Her expression softened. Perhaps. But everything in our universe began as something insane. The door behind her slid open, and two towering figures entered, clearly not nurses. Their forms were armored, eyes glowing with harsh blue light. The director ordered your transfer, one of them said. This patient must be isolated. Nara stepped in front of me. No. You don't understand. If you isolate him, you might trigger the signal again. Move aside, Unit 9A. But she didn't move. Instead, she pressed her palm against the restraint on my wrist. The band melted away instantly. Run, she whispered. I didn't hesitate. I sprinted through the corridors, my bare feet slapping against the metallic floor, alarms echoing behind me. The architecture twisted as if alive, corridors curving impossibly, lights pulsing in rhythmic waves. I could hear her voice inside my head now, guiding me, left. Now down the lift tube. Don't stop. I burst into a chamber filled with a panoramic view of space. The fifth planet of Theta Draconis glowed below like a jewel. A small vessel rested on a platform ahead. A single pilot pod. Before I could move, Nara appeared beside me. Her form was fully alien now. No human disguise. You have to leave. They fear what you carry. But what do I carry? I demanded. The beginning or the end of everything. The network seeks to reawaken through you. They believe your mind is the original seed. I shook my head. I'm just a person. I don't even understand what's happening. Her luminous eyes softened. You asked me once where you were from. The truth is, you are not from the past. You are from a future that hasn't happened yet. The light you saw wasn't an abduction. It was an activation. She placed her hand over my chest, and a surge of warmth spread through me. When they find you again, remember this. You consented to be healed. That means you can also choose to heal others. The pod's hatch opened. Nara, come with me. She smiled. A strange, beautiful smile that no human could make. I am bound to this station. But perhaps one day, when your kind is ready, we'll meet again. As the pod sealed shut and launched into the black, I saw her silhouette dissolve into light, merging with the station's energy field. The stars stretched around me, and I heard that same voice again, calm and resonant inside my mind. Welcome back, Catalyst. Your recovery is complete. And suddenly I understood. The station hadn't healed me, it had reawakened me.